He's connecting.
Yo, what good?
Yo, what's going down?
What's good, fam? You got to scoot over because
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's good, my boy? What's good?
What's going down, dog?
Shit, cooler.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You calling from Florida, right? You from Florida?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Tallahassee, Florida. Shout out to Tallahassee, man.
100.
Shout out to Tallahassee.
So for everybody that, you know what I'm saying, that's checking in with us, man, and don't know who you are, man, introduce yourself to the people, fam.
Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Tyte, man, the coach of Florida, coming from the bottom of the map. Man, shout out to Stopbeefinradio and my boy DJ Spudd. I appreciate y'all for letting me tune in, man.
For sure. It's all love. It's all love. So, I actually came across your record just like a couple weeks ago. You feel me? I thought it was really, really, really hard. So, going into that, how did that record come about?
Shit, I recorded Hot Boy like goddamn. It's almost a year ago now.
For real?
Yeah, like a year ago. I wanted to do like some new shit. Like far as like I wanted to, like I said, the hot boy, you know, shit came back, you know, from Cash Money, you know, yep. Wayne, Juve, and all them. But I started seeing a lot of people, you know, trying to do the hot boy thing, whether they dressing like them or they trying to sound like them or, you know, just the feeling and all. And I want to do something where it captured the old Cash Money hot boy, the feeling and everything, but I wanted to be more modern where the youngsters could understand. Sure. Cause you know, like the teenagers and shit, like they know Wayne, they know Juvie and shit like that, but they weren't raised, you know what I'm saying, when that music was really popping and really going on. So I had to put it in a way and spin it where it made sense. You know what I'm saying, to the generation now that's listening to them. You know what I'm saying, listen to the music. And it came together perfect, from my voice to the tempo, the beat, the feeling, the video. Like it came together perfect.
Definitely. It's definitely a hot record. It just hit, what is it, a little bit over 1 million plays, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna hit, I think, like 1.5.
Yep, congratulations, bro. That's
appreciate
what's up.
It, man. Appreciate it.
That's what's
up. So go ahead and talk a little bit about your background. You know what I mean? How did you get started in music? Who were some of the inspirations and stuff like that? You know, how did you kind of get you know, involved in the craft?
Gotcha. I started doing music like the age of 6, dog. Like I remember we used to stay in a trailer park in Tallahassee, and my uncle and my pops, they used to do music like back in the day. And one day they were just fucking around with it in the kitchen or whatever, and I overheard them. And I was like, damn, that shit hard. Like, what they doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always around music growing up, but I like, damn, my pop was doing that, my uncle doing that. I like, man, I'm finna give it a try. So I end up writing a little, you know what I'm saying, a little record, and I spit it for him and everything. I'm like, youngster, okay. But even at the time, like, my pop still said, he was like, man, I didn't think that you was gonna be as big as you are now, and really, you know, really went to go pursue it. Like my moms and my pops got pictures of me like growing up. Like, I got the headset on, I got the mic on, no karaoke and shit like that. So like I said, always been in me. You know what I'm saying? Like being a rapper, like from my yearbooks, you know, back then, like in elementary, what you want to be, you know, and have everybody shit like all mine's always said a rapper, like always, like sports. I was good at sports, but it was like always something about music that always, you know what I'm saying, that put me to it. And like I said, I'm from Tallahassee, Florida, man. Like in the other projects, you know what I'm saying. You make it, you know, the best way that you can. Like we don't live on all parts of town, you know what I'm saying. So that's like, I think I got the kind of like the level of respect that I do from back home. Like I never gang bang, never had to, you know what I'm saying, really get into confliction with people because I grew up around them, like the main ones that was running the games when we got older and shit like that. So I always been that guy to stay in my lane and just, you know what I'm saying, to do my thing. But at the same time, I just painted the picture of what was going on around me and what I've been through and what family members been through, and just painted that shit with my music, and that shit stuck. Like I threw it at the wall and it's starting to stick now. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess talk a little bit more about the music scene in Tallahassee. Is there different artists that you work with? You feel me? What's the scene like down there?
Man, Tallahassee, a small town. I don't know if y'all ever been to Tallahassee or not. Like
Oh yeah, I've been to Tallahassee, baby. Florida A&M, Florida State. You know, I've been down there moving around.
Most definitely. Like, we known for like colleges and shit like that. But a lot of people like don't get it fucked up. Like, we got the trenches there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the projects that get down in Tallahassee, especially on the music scene. Like, we only had one person to blow from my city, and that was T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? And that was shit. Like, what, T-Pain came out like 2007,
yeah,
somewhere around there. So that was the last person to ever make it out of that city and elevate. In Florida, period, it's the same way wherever we see that you go in Florida from Broward to Miami to Orlando to the top of the map of that shit. It's like, it's crabs in a bucket, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't draw together, and like that's the kind of mindset that I'm trying to change now that I kind of got a little, you know, a little weight on my shoulders now. Like, I'm trying to bring it to the table. Like, bro, we all can eat. You know what I'm saying? It's enough money out here, and especially how this shit going. Like, I know intel now, information to pass along to the niggas that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do better and come together. But Tallahassee, man, it's plenty of talent, dog. From sports to music to shit, nigga know how to flip it and go and do a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's talent in Tallahassee, dog, especially where I'm from.
Man, I done been to the moon down there. I done been, you know, come on now. I'm telling you, I go heavy in Tallahassee, bro. Heavy in Tallahassee. You know, Bigger Rankin is my big bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to going Bigger. Jacksonville, good ball.
That's my big bro right there. So, you know, I've, you know, young, man, what's his name, man? He used to run with T-Pain.
DJ Lil Boy? DJ Lil Boy?
Huh?
DJ Lil Boy or DJ Demp?
Nah, Demp is my people's. I mess with Demp heavy. But I was talking about, what's his name? Young.
I thought you were about to say MBZ.
Oh no, I can't think. Why I can't think of his name? He used to rap with T-Pain. Got long dreads.
It was a lot of them. That was a group. Nappy Boys. You got Doughboy. You got MB. You got Tate Dism. And it's a lot of them, man. It's like it's a whole clique of them boys.
Yeah. Like my man Big Face, when we used to come down there, and Big Face, he owned a lot of the clubs down there. You know what I'm saying? The Win Squad. Win Squad.
Win Squad. I ain't never heard of them.
You ain't never heard of them? With
that probably before my time, though.
Yeah. What's the midget? What was the midget's name? Oh man, wow, I'm tripping, man. My bad.
You're good.
I should know this stuff. But anyhow, man, so talk a little bit about, you know, how you fit in music-wise, you know, coming up. You know, I know your music is a little bit different, but talk a little bit about how you grew into your style today.
Man, like I say, growing up, it's kind of that thing, like, and I think this with everybody, but everybody don't speak on it enough. You got to kind of try to find your identity out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is a true statement. You are a product of your environment. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people get trapped in it. Well, they say, I won't see myself outside of this. It ain't no other side to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones that I had to say, you know what, I got to get off my ass and make this shit happen. Because where I'm from, it's like, it's only one or two ways where you're going, and that's, you know, dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, once I put that in my head, I was like, man, I got a talent. I got to take this shit further than what it is. I really started getting in the streets with it. You know what I'm saying? The same way I feel like the dope game and anything else, it's the same formula. You know what I'm saying? How the mob move and shit like that, it's the same formula. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I jumped in the streets, CDs. Like, I was in middle school pressing up my own CDs, going to the studio. Like, I used to work with my pops. He used to clean buildings. And I used to get paid like $20, $25 a week from him. And I take that money and go to the studio. And like everywhere that I went, like passing out my music, I don't give a damn. It was a piece of paper where I'm writing my at names. Like, hey, check me out. Like, I'm 15, 16 in the club parking lots, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? 17 started going to the club, talking to the DJs. Hey, let me get my music to you. How can I get my music to you? What's your email? What I got to do? And like this dude named DJ SARS, rest in peace. that's the one that kind of in my city, he took me up under his wing and really showed me the ropes of this promotion shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I go so hard with marketing and, you know, trying to market myself and push myself in a different way. And once I started doing that, like, my voice was already unique. Like, I always had like a skinny, like back then they used to call me Boo, like Boosie, like my voice used to be so you know, so thin. And like I said, I was like, man, I think that's my niche, and well, I fit differently from a lot of other rappers, and plus I know how to swag it a little piece. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think that's what gave me the I want to say like the upper hand. And then on top of that, I was good at storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was great at writing in school. So my pen game was dumb back then, you know, before I really started, you know, catching on the freestyling and shit like that. So I think that's kind of like how my flow and my, you know, trying to find my little way. And like I said, I always go back to finding out who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Right. Finding your identity. So that's how that came about.
Man, I just looked it up. I just found it. Young Cash. You familiar with Young Cash?
He sound familiar though. He sound familiar.
He used to run with T-Pain and them guys too, man.
Oh, that's what's up. That what's up.
Yeah. Real quick, production wise, who produced the record and who are some of the producers that you like to work with down that way?
Savage Puff produced Hot Boy, and he from Savage Puff, I think from out of the States. Like, I came across, actually that beat came across on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But some of the, man, like, I'm like right now, like, I just signed my first producer, like, a couple of weeks back, DJ Pooh on the beat. Y'all fuck with him, but that's kind of like who I've been fucking with lately. Squat, Beat guys, like these boys that's like, they don't kind of got in the game, like they, you know, they foot in the door right now. Atomics, they work with Boogie. Like, I'm the type of person, I work with anything, man. Like, the beat hard, I don't care if a person got a name or not. Like, the beat hard, I'm gonna make it do what they do. So like, I ain't really a picky person when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, picking a beat or picking a, you know, particular sound. Like, I don't give a damn that bitch came from YouTube. I don't give a damn that bitch came from Master P. Like, I'm gonna make that bitch do what it do regardless.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And also what I wanted to know real quick, like, you talked about Hot Boy and Wayne and that whole movement. Like, who are some of the other artists that influenced you when you know, as you were coming up into the music?
Plies.
Plies.
That's my number one favorite artist all time. Like,
yeah.
I think he had a big impact on the way that I carry myself and like the type of music that I make. Like, I wanted to kind of make the same impact that he did. Like, when Plies came in, it was like, I believe that's when real music was music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he helped me get through some times, dog. Like, you listen to Plies, like, still to this day, I still bump him like I did back then, but you listening to him is like, it's real music, real pain. Like, you can hear it in his voice, the stuff that he talking about. You like, man, he telling facts, because that's go on in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's the cloth that I was cut from. So, Plies, like, all time, like, that's my big
I tell
favorite.
you what, his first 3 albums will give anybody a run.
Brave, song for song.
Song for song, man.
For song. I don't care who you put up against that. Song for song, Plies.
His first 3 albums will give anybody a run. Real talk, man. Real talk. Now, what's next, man? What do you got coming next? You know, following up Hot Boy.
We finna get ready to drop my project next month on the 3rd installment of my tape Sincerely. So Sincerely 3 will be dropping next month. It's actually, I shouldn't probably be saying this, but fuck it. It's 2 parts.
Exclusive, baby. We need exclusive.
It's 2 installments to it. So you got Sincerely Part 1, and then gonna be a Sincerely Part 2. But Sincerely, the first installment of Sincerely 3 Part 1, dropping next month. New videos, and we got some stuff coming up, man. Like, we got some stuff coming up. Like Hot Boy, that one finna go crazy. Like, we got some stuff coming up on. Shout out to Turk. Turk been fucking with me from the Hot Boys.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the OG, man. Shout out to the OG.
That's real, man. That's real. You know,
Most
to have that
definitely.
stamp, you know what I mean? To have that influence and then have that stamp, that's
Most
a
definitely.
beautiful thing.
And he
How did
give
that
game.
how did that come about?
Like when we first dropped the record, I just tagged all of them. Like Turk, Juvie, you know, Wayne, I tagged all the hot and Stunner and Baby. And he was like he wrote up under. He was like, man, he was like, this shit hit hard. And then probably like as soon as it hit an M, he reached out. He was like, man, we got to do something. He was like, that Hot Boy record, that's the one. And he really told me, like, when we were talking in the DM, he was like, man, he was like, you probably like the first one that I done seen, like, no cap. Like, he was like, you first one I done seen that done really doing this Hot Boy shit, and it fits you from your voice to the style, you know, everything. He was like, there's a lot of people that don't tried it, but they can't get the formula right that we had back then. When he told me that, I was like, man, I might be on to something. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was giving game along the way, you know, like stay on that path, stay where you at with that shit. He was like, you on the way, youngin'. So I like I say, appreciate OG, because he ain't even have to say that. He ain't even have to, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have to hit me at all. So
Right.
definitely appreciate that.
That's what it do, man. That's what it do. Did you have some questions, Spud?
Just a few more. So in the music game, just talk about some of the artists that you might want to work with in the future, or any artists you might be working with now.
Shout out to my boy Seti Hendrix. I don't know if y'all know
Oh
him
yeah,
yet.
we familiar with Seti.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
Seti, that my water done, man. Man, Seti got a hard ass record coming like real soon. But Seti, man, I fuck with anybody, dog. Like I'm the same way with the beats. Like I said, as long as you a thorough person and I get that vibe and you got good energy, dog. Like I'm one of them type of people. Like you know, I don't be shady or you got to go through X, Y, and Z just to get in touch with me. Like, bro, if you working, like, just reach out. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. Like, just reach out. Like, I'm on my phone you feel me? That bitch stay on me like my rocket. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever you need, you know, whatever, if you working and you know, you got your shit together and you doing your thing and you stand on what you stand on, like, I'm with it, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fact of the matter. But I think Seti, and I probably want to work with Lil Baby again.
Lil Baby. Oh, you got some work with Lil Baby?
And me and Baby dropped like what it is? We dropped like 2 years ago. We got a record all in. This was like right when Baby dropped my dog.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
What's the name of that record?
All In.
All In?
Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy because they don't start picking up steam because he just dropped a record called All In. So it don't start it, you know, it's funny how the internet and shit work nowadays, but they don't start back rolling again.
Yeah, but that's definitely with music, it definitely takes time. So with the record you got, you feel me, it's doing excellent. You feel me? Keep pushing that record because like you said, like what Turk was saying, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You feel me? Like stay true to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep pushing your music, you feel me? Definitely reach out to as many DJs, as many, you know, people that can, you know, help you along the way. That being said, we can actually get into the record. You feel me? Play that. And I don't know if you had any more questions or anything that you wanted to ask.
Yeah, real quick before we get out of here, man, I wanted to just check in on you know, you talked about being solid, you know what I'm saying? Talk about, you know, like from a background standpoint, what are some of the things that you believe in the most, or some of the things that you believe in, you know, pretty strongly?
God, for number one. And number two, like, I'm a person of, my word is bond, dog. So whatever I say, I got to do it. Like, my daddy embedded that in my head. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially in this music game, the people I don't work with, the situations I don't be, you don't see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I think they get it misconfused, especially if you coming from the streets. Like I said, it's a fake industry. You know what I'm saying? So if you coming from the streets and you try to apply street principles and street rules, that's why I think a lot of rappers and a lot of artists, you always see them in situations. You always, why the hell he in this and he know him? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I think coming in this game, you got to put on you know, when you go into a job interview, this is the best way I can explain it. You go into a job interview, you ain't finna go into a job interview how you act in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to put on that cap, but at the same time, you can't lose focus on who you are. Like, I ain't finna fake it, you know, just in front of this person right here, so and so. I'm gonna come in, you know, with what's the word called? With respect. You know what I'm saying? And talking like I know something, but at the same time, I'm not finna lose myself in the situation of where, like, damn, I know this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why a lot of artists, they kind of teeter talk on that edge where it's like, damn, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be around for a long time just because how this game set up and the situation is. But like I say, I'm one of the type of people I adapt to this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I do a great job adapting to it and, you know, in the environment that they place me in, you know. So that's pretty much, like I can say, just stay true to yourself as much as possible.
And then real quick, what would you tell an artist, you know what I'm saying, that's on their way up? You know what I mean? Like, you definitely have crossed that line between, you know, being an up and coming artist to actually, you know, moving. What would you tell an artist, you know, coming up would be the most important for them?
Keep working, stay consistent, stay grinding, and have always in the back of your mind, nobody ain't gonna give you nothing for free. Like, everything got a price tag around it. Don't give a damn. Like, you can hear from that person 20 years later. Always have that in the back of your mind. So grind, you know what I'm saying? Grind your heart out, dog. Like, especially with this music shit, dog. Like, you can be down tonight and drop some shit in the morning and blow. Like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's set up that it's much easier than when I was coming in the generation before me. You know what I'm saying? The Master P's, the Plies, they had it 10, 20 times harder. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, like, best thing, stay consistent, man. Stay engaging with your fans and supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to rub people the wrong way and give them that, you know, that cold shoulder, but just stay grinding, stay consistent, stay in the people's face as much as possible. DJs, club promoters, just anything involving in music, like, get involved in it, dog. I don't give a fuck if it's a damn showcase. Make sure you there. You passing out something. You ain't got CDs, pass out flyers. You ain't got flyers, shit, put your name on a piece of paper and staple it up there to the damn clipboard where they got the show acts at. You know, I done been there and did it. So like I said, you just got to stay in the people's face, be as creative as possible. Like, you got to grind this shit out.
That's what it do. And then last but not least, man, what are some things you like to do outside of music, man? What can they find you doing outside of music?
Take care of my daughter, dog. Like, music, like, I got really 2 jobs, man. You see, home studio, right? I mean, this bit every day. If I'm not doing that, I'm take care of my daughter. I'm with my old lady. Like, I done got past that phase in life where I ain't got to be in the streets no more and running around. If I'm supposed to be there, I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? But that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Say family and the music.
That's it. That's how I got to be.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it. That's a blessing too, man. That's
No
a blessing. You just got one daughter?
Yeah, one little girl.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations. That's a blessing, bro.
Definitely appreciate it, OG. Definitely appreciate it.
For sure, for sure. Well, look, man, we're going to get into this record real quick, man. I know the people on here want to hear this record. And for everybody that didn't catch this interview, the whole thing, it's going to be on Stopbeefinradio TV on YouTube. So make sure you tap in with us on that as well. But, excuse me, DJ Spudd, man, go ahead and get us into the record. Stick with us real quick, family.
Let's go.
I'm in the street right now, you know what I'm saying? I slide with a purple, you know, whole lot of I stand on that Tyte, you know what I'm saying? Like that right here. I'm in the streets right now, I'm in a stolo, full gloss in the back, I feel like Rambo. Ran away on 15, went up a lot of school. I see a pussy from a distance, I'ma wipe his nose. On the floor, he said he a killer, I can't believe that. Caught the baby boy lacking, where's he at? You can catch me in traffic with some pussy. Bad vanilla bitch, I'm trying to eat the cookie.
Hey.
I don't clutch up on my throat, what he looking for? I'm trying to tell the pussy nigga this ain't what he want. Niggas trying to keep up, my bag too long. Only time you hear a nigga when his bag gone. Boom, boom, come on. Get over shit, hit him. Hold on, I'm over here like that right here. Niggas say they spied me on the last song. So when I catch him, I'ma slap him if he laugh wrong. I had him pulled up on the curb, me and 3 shooters. I'm talking me, my baby K, in his baby room. A loose cannon in the street, don't let the smile fool you. I'm super bad, don't make me take the rule guy, the cooler. I know it pussy, I can smell it from a mile away. Only time you talk that street shit is in broad day. But what you don't know, I lay in bushes in broad day. And I sweep a pussy nigga with this baby K. I'm in the middle of the street trying to make a play. I'm trying to see these pussy niggas wanna make it shake. And you can tell how I walk that I got plenty cake. I put a bag on his head, he'll be gone today. If you a pussy, might wanna stay up out the way. A real nigga stand on phone, play them type of games. Cause that's a quick way your pussy get his head banged. I know my OG pride, I stayed up in my lane. I know my OG pride, I stayed up in the game. And when I got jammed, pussy, I ain't screaming name. A real thoroughbred nigga, I tell it how it is. And more these pussy ass niggas don't live this shit for real. I got my bag right, these niggas think I signed a deal. Only time these niggas kill if they take a pill.
Street nigga for real.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
dog, Tyte right there, Tyte.
Yes, sir.
Tyte. Hey, how did you, in the spelling of your name, man? How'd you come up with that, man?
My pops named me that. It's a funny, quick little story. Like, it's this dude that used to call him Tyte with a K. It was Tyke. He was like an old dude, but he never understood why he called him that. So, and growing up, like, my pops always had me well dressed, like, always. You know, back in the day, like, before sauce and swag and all that shit came around, they used to be like, man, that Tyte, what you got on?
Right.
That's where I got the name
That's
from.
how you
started calling me that, and it just stuck.
That's what it do, man. That's what it do. Well, look, man, hey, we appreciate you for checking in with us, dog. We definitely gonna run that record, man, and you know, we really appreciate, you know, the knowledge that you bestowed upon these guys out here, and you know, it's a blessing, man, to see you on your way up, man, because a lot of times, you know, where can they find that song? They talking to it.
Oh, it's on YouTube. YouTube is on every platform. Spotify, Apple Music. Just type in Tyte Hot Boy, it's gonna pop up.
You can spell Tyte. You spell Tyte Tyte. Tyte. So look him up. Tyte. They say you remind him of a young Plies. Level up. That's what.
That's crazy, man. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
That's what it do, man. Well, like I said, go ahead. Anybody else you want to shout out before we get out of here, man?
Man, shit, I want to shout out to y'all boys, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Stopbeefinradio, DJ Spudd. I ain't even catch your name either, OG.
St. James.
St. James. And shout out to Mr. St. James, man. Florida, man, coming from the bottom of the map. They fucking with a real one. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate you for checking in, dog. Like I said, we can't wait to watch, you know, what's next, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And it's a blessing to be able to, you know, rap with you. And we'll definitely be in touch soon, man. We got a lot of work to do, baby.
Most definitely. I keep y'all in the loop, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, fam.
That's the bet. Be safe.
Love.